somebody out for a move that they use too much, a place on the stage that they like to go to too much, a timing that they really kind of stick around a lot. It's really going to be able to come down to what you're able to find in terms of habits and then find a decisive moment to take advantage of it, because these are two players who have already shown a great propensity for adaptations, really able to change up their game plans whenever necessary. And they might be having a good time right now, but it is going to be all in the head, a battle of thinking when it comes to this set starting.
Right. I'm excited to see how the momentum shifts too, because I feel like both these players can work so well under pressure and when they are running away with that lead. So it's going to be a very fun dynamic in each game, each stock, and of course throughout the match as well. So they're having a good time now, but I know they are going to lock in and get a little more serious once the announcer gives that go ahead.
Yeah, so they're just going to take a second to get ready, right? But I mean, yeah, you look at two guys that are, Doorstop's anxious to get going. Yeah. I think Dark Wizzy's anxious to get going. Like, chat it up as much as you want, but I mean, when you're sitting on a stage like this, right? I mean, look at the venue, look at the hundreds of yards of neon lights that you're sitting on top of and in front of. You know, pressure can get to you, and especially when the crowd starts getting loud. Dark Wizzy and Doorstop fans alike starting to let everybody hear their voices as we get into game one. And where else would it be, AG, than Pokemon Stadium 2?
Exactly. Already we see some air-to-air action, the zero suit in air, and the approaching forward air finding some good hits. But Wizzy's been doing a lot of really nice nairs out of shield. Good DI in that forward air, gonna take a lot of damage, but holding on to the stock.
Actually kind of shocked that sweet spotted, because Mario kind of hit her with the armpit of that move, like it just way up in her grill. But nonetheless, Dark Wizzy finding the conversion that he needs. Doorstop already up to a dangerous percent. Dark Wizzy kind of hedging his bets with that up smash. Maybe just missed his jump input, smashed it too hard. But yeah, I think that for most of these games, you're probably going to look at Dark Wizzy get off to an early percentage lead. The question is whether Doorstop is going to be able to use his movement to maintain a level of survivability that ZSS's weight normally would not. And right there, predictable movement back on stage does give Dark Wizzy the first stock and the lead.
Yes, really good capitalization. Unfortunately, you know, you're so good at the aggression, maybe some of the other things suffer a little bit here and there, but that was really good pressure from Wizzy, knowing that Doorstop was under so much pressure that you're going to want to get back to the stage as soon as possible and then capitalize on it. But Doorstop putting a nice little early percent combo here. Finally, Wizzy breaking it up and evens it right back up.
And Doorstop just going for the full escape right there, using that flip kick. And you saw, again, we were talking about it earlier, that, you know, if you use it in a situation where your opponent's not getting aggressive, they can actually respond to it. And Dark Wizzy, the only reason he couldn't is because Mario's just simply not fast enough. But again, one of those situations where Doorstop's really going to have to be careful. But game's dead even right now. See if Doorstop can convert this into a stock, maybe off the ledge trap or the ledge guard. Dark Wizzy caught without a jump, and yes, it's a full conversion from Doorstop.
And so many great follow-throughs too, just to make sure that the deal was sealed. Doorstop had all the right picks, and Wizzy, some correct choices as well here. Good fireballs to kind of keep that pressure up off stage. Forward throw to set it all up again. Let's see what we can make happen here. Oh.
Escape to the platform for Doorstop. Yeah, knowing that Dark Wizzy's probably not going to get a conversion into a KO if he goes up there. And now immediately right back into the action with the Nair. Wants to call out that jump back on stage, but spacing a little bit off. So Dark Wizzy, a ledge trap that does eventually result in Doorstop overcommitting to get back to center stage. So one stock apiece in game one.
A really good idea from Doorstop. I understand the idea of trying to either get the shield drop from Wizzy because of all that shield damage, or hopefully a shield poke, but that dash attack has so much cooldown, and Wizzy was ready to punish, and now answer him back with just a nice little confirm, no big overextension.
Yeah, I like the use of the flood right there, saying I'm probably not going to get any damage here, but let me just push you into the corner and let me keep this pressure on in the corner. Dark Wizzy, though, with that big commit with that forward air off stage, Doorstop ends up taking him all the way to red percents, 88, and could still be climbing. Doorstop focusing on that spacing, but again, got to be careful with stuff like that down smash. Hold on a second, though. Dark Wizzy's all the way back into it. Forget what I was saying about Doorstop's win condition. You already know what Mario's is. Rising up air into the game.
That was such a surprise. I didn't expect just a little stray hit from Wizzy to be so explosive, but still finding all the hits to put it all together. And the up special was so far up and to the left. it was such a good pickup, really good stuff from Wizzy. Despite that deficit, still remaining cool, calm, collected, and finding those opportunities and just bringing them all the way.
Yeah, I mean, getting that rising up air into the Yahoo, right? You know, it's off of that rising up air, though. You can't really get that combo on that side platform with the falling up air. And that's why on PS2 you have to be so especially careful of how you're approaching Mario, because if you are, you know, minus just a few frames, rising up air can get everything started. And on Hollow Bastion, maybe a little bit harder to take you off the top, and Doorstop will definitely appreciate. Again, we've seen how good he is at fluttering around that center platform, baiting stuff out. See if that can come to fruition for him here against Dark Wizzy as well.
Wizzy, though, had that whole tech scouted out, keeping that pressure up 93 after the opening is a huge capitalization. Still sneaking in some grabs too. Even the smallest gaps in that offensive pressure from Doorstop are getting turned into big damage for Wizzy.
Ooh, maybe a misinput on that forward air, though, did give Doorstop the ability to take control of this game back, and he has definitely got it in his own hands. Dark Wizzy, no double jumping off stage. Doorstop didn't even need to hit him with an extra move. That is a gone stock.
Yeah, really good presence of mind, too, from Doorstop. I think the moment that that jump was spent, Doorstop immediately on the hunt for a follow-up, and that is a very good move to find there. That forward air is such a good angle because Mario's just kind of stuck with a pretty linear recovery from that far out.
It's very beneficial that it's quite a safe recovery, very tough to contest that super jump punch with a great hitbox, but yeah, the distance and, you know, the places to which you can recover, not always the best, but we're on stage right now. That's where Dark Wizzy tends to play the best. He is such a grounded game-focused Mario, which is always kind of tough to go up against because he's a difficult character to break the zone of, even as he does take that first stock off of a ledge trap. Now as we go back to neutral, the question is going to become, how does Doorstop find the openings he had earlier? So far, the answer is he doesn't.
I was going to say, not at all at the moment, but there's still plenty of game here. Now we're seeing that air-to-air work wonders for Doorstop. Wizzy gonna make it back with a well-timed jump while Doorstop was recovering. Now on the back foot, though, you have to be so careful in this spot. And another up air string from Wizzy. Is it gonna be the up special? It is! Hollow Bastion coming in clutch for Wizzy with that wonderful vertical combo.
Once again, just goes to show how good that grounded game from Dark Wizzy is, that he focuses on that spacing. And again, you're minus just a little bit, just a few frames, able to find that rising up air and turn it into a stock oh so quickly. But doesn't mean that he's out of the woods yet, because Doorstop does have him at 127. That is not a safe place to be. Certainly in confirm range to something like a Zaire into back air, especially if you get pushed into the corner. But Doorstop not able to find it yet, did not get his turnaround, so it's only a forward air for his troubles. Dark Wizzy gets to hang on.
I like that option right there, the up tilt. Not usually a fantastic move, but definitely covering the roll on there with the side special as well. Wizzy, big opportunity here, but good tech in from Doorstop to break it up. Wizzy not really taking too many hits right now with the up throw. Definitely will take the stock at that point.
We saw Shattuck take advantage of this earlier, and Doorstop has already done it a couple times too. The habit that Dark Wizzy has of doing that neutral get up into shield. And I think that's also on a timing too. You can kind of tell, okay, he waits a little bit and then he comes right back up. That shield's gonna pop up. So great by Doorstop to keep that in mind for the moment where that up throw is gonna kill. But now it is time to put the foot to the floor. Dark Wizzy gets the ZSS off stage, and Doorstop with an SD maybe didn't have his double jump either way. The Plasma Whip does not find the ledge, and Dark Wizzy bags game 2.
This is not exactly what I think Doorstop was expecting going into the match. I think Wizzy is coming with a lot more aggression than I would have expected, especially given that matchup dynamic. But Wizzy is just weaving around these hitboxes from Zerasu so wonderfully and finding these strings and the platforms. You know, we said would be great for Doorstop are in fact also just great for Wizzy, but we are gonna go back to Hollow Bastion for this next game, and Doorstop definitely has a few adjustments to make, but Wizzy's just trying to seal the deal with the 3-0.
We'll see if Dark Wizzy can continue to make headway the way that he has, I mean, over the course of this whole tournament, but especially in this set, has really just shown an ability to hang tough in situations where, I mean, honestly, I'd love to say that, like, it's all about, like, the grit and everything from Dark Wizzy, but Doorstop really hasn't been putting him in all these situations where Dark Wizzy's really got to, like, hunker down and make the right choice super quickly. It's mostly just been that Dark Wizzy's won neutral over and over.
Right, right. Although Doorstop has found some opportunities to capitalize. It's usually in the middle of Wizzy still exerting a bunch of pressure. So now a change of pace though. Wizzy at the ledge and a nice back air to follow up the first back air and seal that first stock. Big change of pace for Doorstop.
I was about to say you could have stopped that sentence halfway through. You said nice back air 2, and I was like, yeah, you're right, HE. That is 2 back airs. Good observation.
Back air is so good. Oh, no, never mind. They dropped back air 2 right after that. Dash attack getting punished, though, as we've seen.
Back air is so good.
Yeah.
Why haven't they made a back air 2?
They keep saying nice back air. Make another one.
We say it for a reason.
Ooh, all right. I love that idea, but the down air has so much cooldown. Gonna make it back to the ledge, but Wizzy has all the answers right now.
I mean, just has not dropped this ledge trap sequence even a bit. That's that hang tough moment I'm talking about with Dark Wizzy. That down a stock, well, you know the vibes. I'm just getting right back into this game. I'm not gonna try to feel the pressure. I just have to keep the gameplay simple, easy, throw you off stage, and then let the ledge trap play itself.
Yep, so far, nice, good old-fashioned neutral. Wizzy definitely slowing it down a little bit, but because of that dynamic, waiting for Doorstop to make a play and then punishing accordingly. Doorstop, though, ends up better half of the trade right now, 35%. Wizzy has to take a creative route back to center. Now they're fighting under this platform here.
Dark Wizzy has been playing such a great responsive game. I think where Doorstop has played really well is where he really just gets to be the aggressor, right? Where he gets to kind of dictate, okay, this is when an interaction is going to happen, but that hasn't really been the case so far against Dark Wizzy. He's been so good at seeing that Doorstop wants to do that. Love the attempt at the turnaround forward air, but Doorstop does make his way back. And once again, with Dark Wizzy on the offense, maybe he does have an opportunity. There's that rising up air, goes into a whole heck of a lot. Dark Wizzy, we talked about how we know him for his neutral game, not his punish game. That has not been the case this weekend. My goodness.
I mean, the neutral is great, you know. Don't get me wrong.
It hasn't gotten worse.
Exactly.
It's not a trade-off.
The punish game's the star of the show. That platform has been doing just so many things for Wizzy. Another great up special, taking the stock, and now Doorstop on the back foot here. Down a pretty hefty amount, and these grabs, Wizzy and Mario just so fast and able to punish every whiff grab with a grab in return.
I mean, to that end, this is the most confident I've seen Dark Wizzy play in a very long time, and that confidence is earned. I don't know if that up smash was intended. He is able to hold down on that recovery, just ping Doorstop with one hit of that up B, which gets Dark Wizzy back to stage for free, and now right back under that platform. So he says, Doorstop, here's a puzzle for you. How do you get in on me? The answer, apparently, the nair into the jab reset, get that down smash, get the game back to even.
Yeah, generally Zero2 has one answer for a lot of questions, and it's just Zaire.
It's just Zaire in there, basically.
Yeah. So we're seeing some of that now, trying to range out, but the fireballs makes it like a pretty decent trade for Wizzy, and trades, that's all Wizzy ordered right now. 110% on Doorstop. Wizzy just looking for one more big hit. Doorstop looking for a hope and a prayer to try and get on the board, but Wizzy is not letting it happen. The Zaire and the Flood interacted.
Doorstop was trying to just land on stage with the tethered grab, but could not do it. And Dark Wizzy sticking on top of Doorstop. Didn't let him get away. Up smash lands. That is a 3-0 for Mr. Rose, and he gets his